I know a lot of young people who love the Beatles music, and they don't care if it's 50 years old or 30 years old or 10 years old. It's just good music, and I think that's the key to it. It's the songwriting and it's the recordings and it's the performance that will endure, and that lasts.
I've thought a lot about the longevity, Peter, and I thought to myself, oddly enough, I had this conversation once with Paul Keating when I was doing a story on his musical past, and we were talking about the things that endure. And we're talking about some things in the 60s. I mean, Herman's Hermits or something, you hear it on the radio and you go, oh yeah, no, that hasn't endured well. I don't know that anyone ever turns down the Beatles. I don't think that anyone ever consciously goes, oh, doesn't that sound dated? Somehow, these clever little buggers with George Martin's genius behind them worked out a means of arriving at an eternal pop sound. It doesn't date. I mean, maybe there are people out there shaking heads and going, no, I'm over it, but I don't think many are. I think that it still sounds bright and fresh and a sort of original and new. And it's, boy, what an achievement. What an achievement. Still worth noting that whenever there's some event like a Royal Jubilee in London or the opening or closing of an Olympic or something like that, there's Paul. There's Paul every time. He's brought out as the national treasure he is.